Raymond Cao and Lau starting off the ball game for the Macau Black Knights as NLEX will get the first possession of this ball game. Shawnee getting the start here, mid-range master. Missing on that first shot, and Mitchell gets the rebound.
Good play to start the game for NLEX. Clean shot from Shawnee. Just missed the rim by 1 inch.
And I feel like, Coach, in this game, the front line of the Macau Black Knights will be tested here with how Caddy Lane placed this. As Shawnee Winston immediately attacks, realizing there was no shot blocker down there. Caddy shoots a step back.
Whoa.
That is good. I think he heard me, Coach, when I said that he's not one of a shooter. It's a 3 on a step back.
On a step back, yes. Not easy to do.
Raymond drives out to Mitchell. Mid-range shot. Can't get the friendly roll. Cold start for Macau. Shawnee ahead of the pack. Easiest bucket of the game so far.
So very clearly, Lane is encouraging Mitchell to take outside shots as opposed to trying it inside. And so far, Mitchell is 0 of 2.
David Chongki gets it to Tony Mitchell. Again, inside, high-low play. Good play to Raymond Cao.
Yes, this time Mitchell did not take the jump shot. He saw the size advantage on his teammate and gave up that great pass.
Berto now having the ball, and they're really trying to find Shawnee on these curls. Winston driving, kicks it out. 7 seconds on the clock for Berto. He's against Damon Chongki. What a matchup here. Bolik shoots. Bolik gets the shot to fall.
And it's a 4-point shot.
Look at this.
This Berto is very tall for a guard. Plus he's also pretty athletic.
NLEX has controlled the board so far. Albert Bolik. Nice drop pass. JB Bahio gets the 2.
Beautiful two-man game between Berto Bolik and JB Bahio.
Of the ball game, the connection, Berto to Bahio. As we head to this timeout, they're up by 11. And this timeout's brought to you by Soler Online. Play the game your way on.
He's confident that they have shown that they can fight. It's just a matter of sustaining what they showed against Meralco and being wiser in their decision-making. Things that they need to get back given this early deficit. Gentlemen.
Gets it to the basket.
Well, no help defense right there, but certainly Shawnee Winston already with 6 points in this game. So a really hot start for Shawnee.
Damon Chongki trying to get it to Mitchell. High-low play.
Oh, nice.
Let's call that an assist for Mitchell.
Yes.
They're fine with like Tony Mitchell and Raymond Cao being the one who's scoring the entire time as Mitchell throws it down off of a great pass by Damon Chongki.
Yes, Chongki with an excellent penetration and then the bounce pass to Mitchell.
Because usually for Macau, it's Janik Leon, Chongki. They're the ones who puts points up on the board. But right now, aggressive Tony Mitchell to start this game. Young saves it to Winston though. Shawnee, easiest shot for him.
Wow, already 8 points for Shawnee Winston. What an excellent start here.
Damon Chongki, not much of a shooter. That goes out for Chongki. As Caddy brings the ball down. The lane again. Oh, look at this. Bahio inside just takes the ball away from Lau and gets the 2. JB. Does he really surprise people with how strong he is?
I'm not surprised, but he's making for that up through his hard work.
And again, that jumper has been automatic for JB Bahio.
Because they like the up-tempo game. They like to run at every opportunity. Wow.
Wow, what a start for Shawnee Winston. And what a pass by Berto Bolik.
And right now, NLEX is just like running a clinic offensively. No, all the sets that they're running have been really effective here.
What a block by Caddy Lane. Nice step back for Shackelford. Mitchell inside gets the basket to fall.
Well, that time, nobody there, no bigs. You gotta get something from Mitchell. And so far, in this game, he has provided that. But it's been the outside shooting that's absent so far for Macau in this game.
And fearless.
Yes.
As Mitchell has to be careful with that 3-second violation. They go to the outside. Finally, a shot. Lee gets the 3 to fall.
And nothing more you can ask from Kevin Racal that time.
Coach, if you're
Yes.
Coach Jong. And this was the 3-point shot by Lee, brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
5 offensive rebounds.
Macau, so but it's going to be the last shot time here. But look at the steal. Jennings Leong takes it away from LJ. LJ takes that away
my
from
goodness.
Leong.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, ball by Gonzalez.
Oh, what a great play.
But then
A lot of adjustments that they need to do actually on both ends of the floor. Oh,
David Choki gets blocked by Kevin Alas from behind. It's a 5-on-2. K-Raps inside for 2.
and after that block in a matter of 3 seconds.
The switch. And the recovery on defense by NLEX. Shackleford has been guarded here. Inside
No,
Mitchell. What a pass.
Wow, did you see where that ball had to go through? That was so tight. What an excellent pass from Shackleford.
And we thought that possession wasn't going anywhere for Macau. Making something out of nothing by Shackleford. Meanwhile, Gonzalez attacks again. Look at this move.
Height advantage there for Lee. And Shackleford recognized that this was the tight pass he gave up to Mitchell.
And now Macau just within 7 after a hot start with NLEX Road Warriors.
Correct. They're playing so much better now.
Kevin Alas. Look at this. Again, if you're a player like Lee who's not used to how Kevin Alas plays.
And what I noticed in the Macau defense, they're really challenging each of their players to play one-on-one. Not much. I guess the coach is emphasizing more on, you know, have some pride on your individual defense.
David Chongki hits a 3.
Well, Chongqui really needs to step up now. He needs to provide the firepower to his team.
Oh, wow. It's just a streak to the basket here for NLEX. Back-to-back layups without any help from the Macau Black Knights.
That's what we've been seeing all throughout so far in this first half.
David Chongki shoots over Kevin Alas. No, rebound by JB Bahio. And NLEX again off and running. Shackleford takes that away. Gonzalez again.
Oh.
This time Shackleford finishes.
Yes, he used his body to protect that ball.
You can see LJ Gonzalez trying to time another block. Then again the body of Shackleford warding off the defense as Ramirez now trying to find Kevin Alas. Damon Chongki with a takeaway. Coach Jong not happy, and he will call a timeout here. Back-to-back baskets. Look at this. Shackleford. Great acrobatic layup. And Damon Chongki shooting the gap. Getting the easy layup here for the Macau Black Knights, who have pulled within 5. And this time out brought to you by Soler Online.
He said he underwent 3 different tests to get clearance to get back on court. And because he was in and out throughout the game, he admits losing his rhythm. But for Chongki, that game marks the best they've looked. So he knows there is a lot to look forward to for them tonight. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Bell. But right now, NLEX in a world of trouble. As this is a huge run by Macau. They take another steal. And that leads to an easy basket for Tony Mitchell. Tony Mitchell, this is probably his most dominant start so far here in the Commissioner's Cup.
That's right. And already 6 steals now for Macau. That's their 6th steal, which they turn into turnover points. So right now they have 10 turnover points. And that lead to just, oh no, they have taken over the lead.
And if you're NLEX, coach, you just called a timeout just a few ago. Now Coach Jong's forced to call another 30-second timeout because his team has turned the ball over twice in the multiple possessions here when Shawnee was on the floor.
And also, they've been careless with their passes, and these passes have been anticipated well by Macau, who has 7 steals.
Cyrus Torres gets the 3. Just what the doctor ordered for NLEX to stop this Macau run. Jenning Leong. Cross-court pass. Shackleford lines it up. Phoenix Shackleford takes the lead back.
That was a beautiful play. Perfect pass coming from Leong to Shackleford. Difficult also to anticipate his moves. He's got a lot of moves as we take a look at this three from Shackleford.
And this is Leong. Drive inside. Again.
Oh.
Ooh, gets the basket plus the foul. Asun. Kevin Alas on this one. Look at this.
Yeah, there was that bump earlier, before the takeoff, but the shot is counted, so he'll have
About the halfway point of the second quarter. Damon Chonghui. In and out dribble. Reverse over Shawnee.
so difficult.
He's 0 of 4 from the two-point line. 1 out of 2 from the outside. The Shackleford up top.
Oh!
Mitchell with the highlight.
Wow, this is a complete opposite of the first quarter that we're seeing.
Look at this throwdown by Tony Mitchell.
What a perfect pass coming.
Spark here as Caddy finally breaks away for 2.
No, that's a good move by Caddy Lalane. No, he's been miserable from the outside, so take it strong inside. Go get some inside baskets.
48-43, Damon Chonghui trying to find Phoenix Shackleford. Shackleford, the fake, the kick out. Chonghui putting on the moves against Gonzalez. Whoa, gets it over 2.
Not easy getting past Gonzalez, but Chonghui was able to do that.
And that was slightly blocked, but still went in. What a pass,
Oh.
Berto to Winston.
Now that's the offense working for NLEX that time. That was beautifully set up by Berto Bolick to a cutting Shawnee Winston.
7th assist for Robert Bolick as Young inside. Mitchell, another easy basket. No resistance from the NLEX Road Warriors. Trying to find Shawnee. Winston now with 12, the leading scorer for the Road Warriors. Gets it over Tony Mitchell.
There you go. We saw a lot of those moves in the first quarter, so they gotta try to do that again
In this game, so he's
Correct.
not aggressive on offense.
And of course, we were told before the game that he had some stomach issues.
As Caddy the lane playing volleyball, and that's how you want it if you're Coach Jong, and I think that's what he's saying. 8 seconds, he's against Leong. He sees the lane. What a pass to Shawnee, and he finishes to tie us at 52.
Great play by Berto and by NLEX.
Warriors, a messy quarter for them. But then it's been Shawnee Winston controlling the offense for the NLEX Road Warriors. Yes.
But then they lost their defensive principle in the second quarter.
Mitchell deep, goes over Caddy Lane for 2.
That was a great start again for Macau. Good play for Mitchell. An easy finish inside.
Meanwhile, Caddy draws the foul and the basket. They go to Cal against Roger. They like this matchup. Out to Mitchell. Another 3. Second one of the game for Tony Mitchell. And deliberate offense here for Macau. But look at that, Berto coming from behind. Bolick with the steal and the score.
Yes, great steal. And also he was looking behind him if Mitchell was going for the block.
And I like that, using his body to become a shield as Raymond trying to post up against a smaller Bolick. Again, too much muscle there. Cow gets the putback fall.
After that hot start, no, but in the second quarter, Macau really came back strong.
Jenning Leong, he's been looking for his jumper, just not there yet. Second chance opportunity for Mitchell. Chonghui attacking. Chonghui gets the basket in the lead. Leong, the screen. Sorry, that's Damon Chonghui. Inside, great pass down low to Tony Mitchell.
And that was a lot of overpassing. No, I thought Fajardo should have gone for the shot already, and they were called for a 3.
Leong. Only 2 points so far for Jenning Leong after scoring over 20 in that last game. A Shackleford makes a tough jumper. but he hasn't played here in this game.
That's right.
Oh, great block by Caddy. Meeting Mitchell up top. Cyrus Torres inside Cadila lane. Easy basket.
A great transition for NLEX. They're running. They had the advantage in numbers and great feed again to La Lane inside the paint.
Fajardo closing off Shackelford up top. Extra pass. Open throwdown.
Great touch passing among the Macau players to Mitchell.
Gonzalez breaks away.
And that was a blow by LJ Gonzalez.
And like this, the chemistry between the bigs of the Macau Black Knights and Mitchell and Raymond Cao. As Mitchell makes another one, he's having a huge ball game.
Well, La Lane is really allowing him to take those shots.
Inside Fajardo, he gets fouled, gets the basket. Dom Fajardo gets his.
Well, the moment he heard the whistle, he threw up that basket and made it. And this was this excellent shot for the dunk. There you go.
And again, you have to throw it up there. And the prayer is answered as Macau still leads by 1. Pocket pass. Caddy La Lane gets the friendly roll.
A good play again, between Gonzalez and La Lane.
Berto hasn't been handling the ball that much here in the third. Now he shoots. Another miss for Berto. Shackelford versus speed. Basket is good, plus the foul.
And it was in transition against Robert Bolick, and on the help, Kevin Racal was called for the
two-man game. Tong Tui and Mitchell. Damien in and out dribble. LJ is right there. And now a good idea as Caddy La Lane was just waiting for that block.
That's just a bad decision for Chong Kui. He should have seen La Lane was right there.
Bahio.
Wow.
What a move. Spins. And fades and scores.
Ako nagturo nun.
Yon. I knew it, coach.
And also, the ball movement is gone for Macau. It's all just one-on-one since Chong Kui went back in.
And we are tied at 78 as Caddy La Lane playing bully ball down low. Finds Caddy La Lane down the middle. Could have dunked it. Bahio forcing it and getting it to go.
He's so good with that shot fake.
Still not happy as Bahio is heading to the bench. But look at this. JB Bahia, 2 big baskets in this fourth quarter as the NLEX Road Warriors take the lead back by 2, 80-78. Fourth quarter, and look at this. Coach Jong urging JB Bahia to push the pace as he has a size advantage against Jennings Leong, and he's taking over here in the fourth quarter.
A little creative because the defense was right there. Drop step move, some up and under move for JB Bahio, and then at the post. I think they will get a lot of good things if they post up Cao, as Fajardo uses his quickness that time, scores on a top shot.
That's just the strength of Fajardo, taking the bump from a bigger Raymond Cao and still finishing. David Chong Kui trying to shake off Shawnee Winston. Tony Mitchell. Look at this, Kevin Alas. All the way, finishes. And right now, NLEX with an 8-point lead.
And I don't know why Macau is not going to Cao at the post. I mean, look at it's Dom Fajardo on Cao. That's like almost 1 foot of height advantage.
David Chong Kui makes that jumper, makes it a 6-point game, much needed one for Macau. But then NLEX now can play much faster in this fourth quarter. Bolick lines up the 3, and that is automatic. Berto, 10 points in the game. Chong Kui, cross court, Leong, all the time in the world, and he gets a 3. Berto using the ball screen of Fajardo. Spins through traffic, gets blocked by Raymond Cao, but there's going to be a foul. Finds Berto. 9 seconds on the clock. Bolik out to Caddy for 3. Huge triple.
Very big shot for Caddy Lalane as time was winding down on that play.
And that is the 10th assist from Berto Bolik. He has a double-double of 11 and 10. Raymond all the way for the layup. Good counter by the Macau Black Knights. Again, still anybody's ball game with 4:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I like that drive by Cow. Go for the high percentage shot, maybe even get a possible contact.
Caddy one more time. Can't get the roll. Chong Kui gets it. Macau with a chance to cut this lead.
Too quick on the trigger that time for Caddy Lalane.
And the ball will stay, or will go to the NLEX Road Warriors. Kevin. Ooh, that was wide open. Goes for the 3 for Bolik in the corner.
And that's a backbreaker, Andre. No, back-to-back 3-point shots for NLEX. And now this lead is up to 8.
And we're heading to crunch time under 4 minutes. Chong Kui. Out the sword. The drive. Kick out. Raymond Cow again against Don Fajardo. Spins, shoots. That's what the doctor ordered. The 2 by Raymond Cow makes it a 6-point game.
But that will do, although it's a little tougher. This was a great kick-out pass from Kevin Alas to Berto Bolik.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Our score is 97-91. 26 remaining. You've been asking for this, coach, and finally he delivers.
Yes, I actually wanted him to post up closer to the basket.
He gets another rebound. Bolik likes this matchup against a slower Son. Steps back for 3. Berto switches the 3.
Yeah, I can't stop that shot by Berto Bolik. First of all, that was a long step back. So how do you stop that shot?
David Chong Kui. No, he's been missing here in the fourth. That's his second. Kick it out to Berto. Taken away by Damon Chong Kui. Shackleford. Out to Leung for 4. Oh, gets it. It's a 30-point game.
What a costly turnover for NLEX.
Look at this. Leung ready for the catch and shoot.
Big shot for Leung. Offensive player for Macau.
Bahio, Shawnee gets the basket plus the foul.
Wow.
And that might be the dagger of this game.
What a game JB has played in this game. Wide open 3-point shot.
And he hits Shawnee Winston. Too much time used here by Macau, and NLEX will add to the slam dunk. Tony Mitchell doesn't like the throwdown of Caddy Lalane, and Phoenix Shackleford shaken up after that last fall on the floor. And NLEX will survive the Macau Black Knights, who once again, they've been knocking at the door of these games, but always coming up short in the fourth quarter. Same story here for the Macau Black Knights, as the NLEX Road Warriors will win this by 9 points, 106-97. Coach Jong will get his team up to 5-1.